Ready, set, go. Tyler Willock, welcome. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Dude, living the dream.
Honor to be here.
Thank you. Dude, now I'm glad we finally got this thing together because it's been talked about for, I don't know.
At least a couple months.
Yeah.
Just because of and Jacob, we wish you were here.
Yes.
Because of him and a few others are like, should we get it with him or should you just have me by myself? And well, it's happening.
Yes, it's finally happening. So,
Couldn't be
but
happier.
yeah, like it's split up, and that was Jacob, Pranav, now you. So now we can just kind of mold it all together one day.
And we'll make sure Greg is here for the last one.
Yes.
For the group one.
Oh,
and
God.
I can't believe you're missing him tomorrow.
I know, but it is what it is.
We'll live it up out there for you.
Thank you. Please, freaking run the courts.
Absolutely.
So what's been going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I have a pretty good semester schedule-wise. Just trying to enjoy that last little bit of not free time necessarily, but time that's not too busy before just full-on adult life comes and
Yeah.
hit you in the face. Because I think I've told you a few times, like I'll do all my applications and stuff for PT school this upcoming summer.
Yes.
So once I get all that submitted, then it's just like it's on, like it's go time. It's for real.
Yeah.
And just seeing friends take LSATs, MCATs, and I'm about to do that stuff, and it's here.
It's starting to settle in, man.
It's kind of here, like.
Wait. So, like, how far away are you from it?
From
doing all
that.
Wait. Are you already taking it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the GRE, which is like just an SAT or ACT, like a month or so. But just I got the normal year and a half left of undergrad, or almost a year left,
and
then PT school is another 3 years on top of that, which really doesn't seem too bad because Pranav and a few other people, like they're going and doing even more than that. So it's like, hey, I got it okay compared to some of those guys.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And that's what I want to do. So it's exciting though, for sure. So,
Gotcha.
But back to kind of what you asked me, just the free time and enjoying not taking too much this semester and enjoy having Fridays off, like I always get to brag about to you. And It's been good. It's been good, enjoying it. How about yourself?
Oh man, I've been just all over the place this past few.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, just yeah, for sure. Because just a lot of family stuff, and then it's gonna continue this next weekend. So
I know it's messed up our weekly routine, man.
yeah,
I know we started that a little bit towards the end of last semester, like me, you, Greg, and like some of the guys finally caught up, and then we were able to get together about once a week, and I haven't even seen you in like a month, man. It's been killing me.
I know.
Part of me's been missing.
yeah. I guess it was since first week of this month, and now this month's over. God.
Crazy. Semesters go by faster and faster.
Oh, it's kind of disgusting, but
Like I thought it slowed down a little bit in the fall, but then you got back in spring break, and I'm like, it's almost over.
yeah, we're already past halfway. But
This was the first time, like, usually coming back from breaks, I'm like, you know what? I'm all right. We're ready to finish out the semester. I'm feeling all right. That was a good little refresher. This is the first time I came back and, like, it's done.
yeah,
I'm out.
yeah.
Just, let's go.
Man, like when I got back, I had one test the day like you get back. Garbage. I don't know.
Teach to do that to you.
I don't understand it.
We had a couple cram R's before, so I think I'd rather that. Came back to a little less stress, but yeah, coming back to some stuff is not a good way to do it.
I totally agree. But hey, man. So, how did you get into? Like, when did you know that you wanted to do all the PT stuff?
So I probably, like, going into even like senior before we applied to colleges, because that's when we did that, I still didn't have much of an idea of what I wanted to do. My dad had done quite a few things and just a normal kind of business guy, but I'd always thought about it, but that just seemed a little too vague for me. Like, I just need a little more like structure, like something more defined with what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So just being a normal high school senior, kind of looking into what should I do. And PT school is one of the top, or just physical therapy in general is like one of the top few things that kind of came up. And just, of course, going through the whole elbow deal and going through the rehab process, and that just kind of confirmed it for sure. And perfect timing, 'cause it was right as we were going into college. So I was like, perfect, this is what I want to do. And it's been good. I've been pleased with kind of how everything's gone about so far, and looking forward to actually getting to PT school, because there's not much in undergrad that like I'll take away that prepares you. Pretty much everything you need to know is then, so just kind of getting through this.
Gotcha.
Outside of like the anatomy, physiology, a little bit of that, maybe an upper level kinesis class or two, but most of the stuff you need to know is in PT school. That's why you got PT school. So it's just kind of getting through this and meeting all the requirements, checking all the boxes, get there, then I'll be able to learn what I really want to know. So we're almost there. So it's exciting.
Sweet. No, man, it is. Like, that's especially going on beyond that. And where do you think you're gonna go?
So I'll apply to all the public schools in Texas. There's a few of them, like Texas State, UTMB, North Texas. Hell, I'd go out to UTEP in El Paso if I got accepted there. I'd drive out there. Like there's one out there. Okay. There's a few more in the Dallas area. There's like a Texas women's, and there's maybe like 12 or 13 public in the state.
Okay.
I applied to 7 or 8 of those, and might apply to like St. Augustine in Austin, private school, and then there's one that's kind of I've thought more about lately. It's Army Baylor over there in Fort Sam, Houston.
Okay.
And it's so you're sworn in, like you're commissioned in as like a second lieutenant or something. It's like an active member.
Whoa. Okay.
But you're not going to deploy. I mean, they tell you could. There's like a 99% chance you're not going to. They just have to say that you might.
Yeah.
But what's cool about that is, like, instead of paying to go to PT school, you being an active member, your school's free, and then you are paid like $50K a year to go to school there. So instead of coming out, and that you're coming out with a little money in your account, and so you have you're an active member, you get all the benefits with that. There's like a 4-year commitment after that. They'll kind of not control you, but like they can place you kind of where they need you and whatnot. But that's definitely not even close to. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I've been thinking a little more about that, but that's just there'll probably be like 7 or 8 that I applied to, man, and wherever I get in, I'll go to. There's nothing I'd say no to.
Oh, okay.
Because you get in, you're set just about anywhere. Because it's so competitive. Like, if you're in, once you come out, you're getting a job somewhere. You're set up. So
gotcha.
We're getting close there, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Okay, so it's kind of just like, what do I like, senior year, and then, okay, so are you originally from Texas?
Oh, born in Katy, Texas, dude. Well,
wait, born and raised in Katy?
Born in Houston. So I was born a little closer to the city, more like the Memorial area.
Yeah.
So like maybe 10, 15 minutes down the road.
Yes. Okay.
And then I lived in that house over there in Pin Oak my whole life since I was like a year old.
Okay.
Katy Elementary, Wood Creek Junior High, Katy High School.
Yes.
All in that area.
Okay. Well, shoot. Okay, so you played, from my memory, you played pretty much anything and everything.
Yeah, just about whatever I could do.
Yeah.
It got narrowed down to just, football and baseball in high school. And that's, if you kind of want to get into like my story, that's kind of like why I'm here, because that fills it out with my elbow and all that. But yeah, football and baseball were the main 2 in high school. Okay. And one a baller like you, never had the shot, even though you're getting me there.
Yes, soon.
Those training sessions have paid off.
Very, very much. I mean, the last time we balled, man, we wiped them clean. So, I mean, something's paying off. Oh, but anyway, yeah, man. Okay, so
that kind of also played into just being active and all that. It just led to the PT, because you're gonna be doing that kind of activity and stuff for so long. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna have stuff go wrong, and so I was always kind of interested in just injuries and that kind of deal, and what comes after that, physical therapy. So,
gotcha.
Okay, it was a good little path that way.
Now, you got hurt. Did you get hurt in high school at all?
Dude, I was perfect in high school until like everything happened. So
right when you got out of high school?
Yeah. Like after football senior year. Okay. So everything was good. Baseball junior year went well. Go through the summer. Football senior year went well. It's like, man, I got to pick like what I want to do. Then I went visit up Georgetown in DC. Just thinking about playing football there, and thought about it. Still thought I wanted to play baseball, and then like the cost of school there is ridiculous. It's like an Ivy League where like there's no athletic scholarship.
Ooh, gotcha.
Like they could package some stuff together for you, but seeing like it was gonna be 50, 60K a year, I'm like, I don't want to do that to myself and my parents. Like that kind of was like, baseball is gonna be the one. Like that's what I was thinking. Like that kind of made me. I was already thinking baseball. That kind of was like probably what I should do. Tell the coach, because just heart's not 100% into it. Then I'm gonna go with baseball, and not even a week later, injured the elbow. Found out gonna need surgery, and it's just like, well, that took a turn for the worse pretty quickly, huh?
Wow.
So yeah, it was good up until that, and like a week after that, had a stress fracture in my foot. That just pretty much ended like everything in high school for me. So like coming off of like some good highs, like the past 8-9 months, then it's just like that. Not really the ending you're looking for. So that made spring of senior year like a little somber. Like everything's like, yeah, we're about to go to college, in our high school careers, right? And it's just
you're in PT.
It was a little somber. Yeah, it's like I can't really do too much. It's definitely a little not the way I'd want to end it, but again, that's part of the reason why I'm here, and it's all worked out, so I'm good with it. But looking back, it was definitely not the way you'd want to end it.
Dang. Okay. So I know Pranav told me a little bit about it.
About
you were at Texas Lutheran.
Yeah, TLU in Seguin, Texas, about 30 minutes east of San Antonio.
Okay. And then you were there for
just a semester. Just a semester. Because I applied to A&M coming out of high school because figured I was just applied to Mays and like the top 10% thing, which is kind of dumb, but like got in. I was like, I'll go to that if I don't want to do sports, but still, even after the surgery, you're like, let's see if I still want to go play because TLU is about my only option. Just kind of got screwed with that, but still thought I wanted to go try it out. Don't want to leave any regrets out there.
Yeah.
So I went there for the semester. Like I think like the first weekend I was even after first week class at TU, I came up to see Pranav and we were just hanging out. And when I was driving back like next week, I was like, might have made a mistake. And it like right then I was like, yeah, like I think so. And I went through the next month or so, just seeing, because didn't want to like call my parents like then and there like, hey, I've had my first week of class at TLU, but I'm done. Like I'm just gonna transfer. So I gave it another month or two to think on it. But like pretty soon I was like, yeah. It's
so wait, did you finish out the semester?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Just like
okay.
took I wasn't just gonna like not show up to class next week.
Yeah.
I'm officially out. No, like I took my class all semester and finished it out and everything. But like within the next month or two, I was just looking at like what I do for my transfer stuff. Med blend the next semester so I could transfer in the next fall and just get everything taken care of. And it was like I was just like in and out of Seguin.
Damn.
So it was kind of weird because like I got there and there's some bunch of cool dudes there. It was just kind of weird because like hard to get into all that because like I know it was gonna be out of there soon.
Like,
so just kind of a weird situation, but again, just part of all how it worked out, and can't complain where I'm at now. So it must not have been too bad. But
yeah, man,
it was definitely just kind of weird.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
2015 was a weird year.
Oh, yeah.
Weird year.
No, I feel it. Well, I give you a lot of credit for going back out there and you're like, you know what, leave no regrets out there.
Exactly.
Because you're supposed to do that, man.
And you did something similar with your knee, right?
Oh, that's exactly
going over there to Lone Star, hooping it up, and just because, hey, why not? Like,
Yeah.
if you still really enjoy it and want to do it, like, you might as well at least see. Because there'd be nothing worse than looking back and like, man, like, could I have, should I have, and there'd be nothing worse than that. So
Exactly.
I'm 100% happy with where I am, just looking back. Hey, I thought I wanted to. I'm glad I at least tried. And
Yes.
kind of set you up with you know for sure what you want to do, and you can kind of close the chapter in that part of it.
You couldn't have said it better. Yeah, like I just needed to prove myself that I could play ball again.
Yeah.
And then I got recruited, and then immediately quit. Like,
see, honestly, you may be even farther than me because, like, I mean, I could have played at the school I was at, like, but I didn't even get to that because, like, before I even started, like, the rehab for the elbow was done and pretty much finishing. But, like, I didn't even, like, the throwing program kind of came after that. I didn't even get into that. Like, before even I got to, like, the first day I could throw a baseball again, I already told the coaches, like, I'm just not going to be back next semester.
Gotcha.
Like, before I even got there, I just kind of knew.
Yeah.
So, but definitely, it ended all right. Like,
yeah.
Again, good with where I'm at. It's worked out. All for the best.
Oh, perfect, man.
And if I didn't do that, what would I spend my Fridays doing? Not playing basketball with you. That'd be a shame.
That would be a shame.
Be a shame.
Yeah, it just weird. I'm glad that everyone has like this weird route that they took, or like some people have.
No, like
such
every
a
time I
weird
talk
route.
to you, it's like the same thing because it's not all straight line, clear cut. Like when you're sitting in high school, like I'm gonna do this for 4 years. I'm gonna go get my job after that, and everything's just gonna be clean cut and it's gonna be perfect. Very rarely does it work out like that.
Exactly.
And we got an experience a little bit of that.
Exactly. Like I was so positive that I was gonna end up at U of H. So like without a question. And then some certain things, fell in the way, and I went to Lone Star, worked, and
Happy to have you here.
And then now I'm here. Like, Yeah, man.
Damn, how did I not start this with a howdy?
Right. We're going in. We're 2%ers or whatever the hell. But
a quick note on that, like the first, so I transferred in last fall, or like 2 falls ago, in 2016, and the first game we went to, football game, me and Garrett Montez, I live with. I'm not sure if it was first time going to a A&M game, but just obviously first as a student, and so we were there, and like the first game we got to watch was like an overtime game, like UCLA or something, and it lasted like 4.5, 5 hours. It was getting long, and just on that 2% note, he was like, Tyler, I gotta sit down, like I can't do it. I just kept giving these looks like, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna stand. And then he started to sit down. I kept taking pictures of him, like, go back to Lubbock.
Go
Red Raider, 2%, get out of here. And he's like, Tyler, please stop. And I was like, all right, if you stand up and we win, I'll delete a few of them. A few.
Like, yeah,
it was a good deal, but yeah. All the traditions here are great, aren't they?
Oh man, it was something to get used to for sure.
I bet. Especially because I at least grew up with it. That was part of the reason I grew up. Both parents came here. Mom played softball here and was a part of all that. So I just grew up with it and almost like probably took it for granted. Just that's why like it kind of hit me so quickly. Like when I came up to Seapernot from TLU, it's just like, oh dang, it really is the place for me to be. But just growing up with it, you kind of get used to it. But I can see how it coming in, it's not what you just think of as a college. That just school spirit and just the atmosphere of it, it's a little different.
Oh yeah. Oh,
not in a bad way, of course.
No,
but
not.
It's definitely just like not what you'd expect.
Oh, for sure. And like there was like some statistic that I read that we put out the most marriages. And I mean, it makes sense, right?
Here, there you go.
Right? Like so many people here getting married like left and right because you got the core. And, you know, like, they're getting ready, go off, and then they're like, all right, let's get married, do that whole thing. And then you got the century tree. You got all the traditions that are surrounding it. It's strange.
Last week, I saw a guy walk under it by himself. Rest in peace, man.
Dude, some people don't care.
I know. It's a brave soul.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
That's what
I wouldn't
do
that at all. Cannot pay me enough to do that.
It's scary.
I'm too superstitious for that.
Right. I don't know. It's just certain stuff like that, like around here. It's hard to get used to, but
yeah, wish there was a little more to do around here, but the people couldn't ask for better people. And
exactly.
That's what makes it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the university, makes the campus.
No, for like that was a big thing, like coming here that I was worrying about, and
because you went to the T camp, right?
Yeah.
So you got definitely a good dose of that.
Like how
just kind of what it's all about.
Personable, yeah. So especially like, I don't want to say it was brainwashed, but it was just getting to know the place. And if I didn't do that, oh Lord, would I be lost? But it worked out.
That's what mattered. Right? It's worked out.
Exactly.
Both got here probably sitting at the same table. We definitely got here on our own ways and taking some different paths. But here we are.
Yeah, man.
And it's worked out. I
mean, going through your experience with, school, what is I know you keep up with sports. Have you always been like a Houston guy? Yeah,
pretty much. There hadn't been like a team elsewhere I'd really care for too much. Like, There's probably not that much to talk about on the subject, just because like my answer is like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
There's not much else.
Okay.
Like I'm not like Gatlin and Tom Brady or just like anyone that just elsewhere. It's just Houston, pretty much. Okay. Houston, A&M. Pretty basic, but I grew up with. That's all there is. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all there is.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think on that for a sec because there had to be a couple like around the. Yeah, I think like it's always been Houston, and then instead of like teams elsewhere that I've liked, it's just been rooting against teams elsewhere that you don't like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But so, did you grow up in the Houston area too? Like, I've known you since 6th grade. I don't even know if you like went through like all of elementary, junior high in the Katy area.
It was pretty close. So like I was born in Houston.
Okay.
And then when I was 2,
if I'd have missed that and I'd known you for like 10 years, I'd have been like, wow.
No, yeah,
making sure here.
Yeah. So and then when I was 2, I lived in Illinois for about 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then came here 6th grade, and then ever since.
It all started Wood Creek.
Wood Creek. Oh yeah, man. WCJH. But oh man. So like, so have you traveled at all?
I haven't left country, like other than like the Virgin Islands a few times.
Oh,
a few times.
shit.
But
Okay.
But like just most people, you think that like Mexico or like Europe or something. Haven't done that. Got to go to the Virgin Islands, but I've been quite a few places just around the states.
Like where?
Favorite by far, got to be Lake Tahoe.
Really?
Family used to have like a little timeshare out there. We don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if you still have it or if we just obviously we got way too busy. Just all three siblings, getting to like junior high school age. But Lake Tahoe definitely used to be the spot. Went in the winter for skiing and snowboarding. Went in the summer, and the summer was definitely the time to go. Just the lake, probably the prettiest lake you'll ever see in your life.
Really?
Like just the way it's situated, it's pretty much just kept like clean from the outside because it's just kind of surrounded by the mountains that are out there, and just nothing gets into it. Like no pollution, no bad stuff. Bluest water you'll ever see. Freezing year round. So like the summer out there was just beautiful. So like anytime I hear vacation, like that picture just pops in my mind. Sitting out in Lake Tahoe. It's like a 5th grader. Like, I need to get back there. I need to get back there.
Dang, has that been the last time you've been there?
Yeah, I don't think I've been since like 5th or 6th grade.
Damn.
It sucks. Need to get back there.
Okay.
Graduation trip next summer. All right, let's get it.
Shit. Let's get it.
Make a quick trip to Vegas on
Oh
the way
my
back
God.
or on the way there. That's close enough. We'll make it happen.
Man, because I went to Vegas before I was 21.
I was just about to ask, have you gotten to do any of that stuff yet?
I mean,
Casino trips, anything like that?
yeah,
Being
like
21.
we did. As soon as I turned 21, we went up to St. Louis, and
Okay.
they have a bunch of casinos there,
Yeah.
and like my grandparents took me and gambled. So
Didn't lose everything, right?
Oh, no.
If you didn't lose everything your first time going, that's basically a win.
right,
I
that's-
lost about like only 30. The other I went over spring break the first time.
Oh, okay.
Out in Lake Charles to La Berge.
Yeah.
Stayed there 1,000 times as like a kid for like
Yeah.
baseball tournaments and like in the area, and like finally went back as like being 21, and it was so nice just being able to walk into the casino.
Yeah.
Not like, all right, see you later, parents. Y'all go have fun, gamble. I'll just go, chill in the room and
Yeah.
go eat something.
Exactly.
Being a little teenager. But you didn't even get to come to Austin. Hopefully we can make that happen. 'Cause
Oh my God.
we talked about that at the end of last semester. We're like, all right, so it's Greg, or like you, then Greg, and then I'm like the last one out of us, 21. That next weekend, it's happening, and stuff came up, and you couldn't make it, unfortunately. But I forgot that was even supposed to happen. I thought you were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Greg was at least
One thing after
able to
the
make it out
next.
there. But see,
yeah,
if you're not doing too much with your work this summer, we'll definitely find some time for it. 'Cause
Yes.
I'll have a bunch of weekends off. I'll have pretty much all weekends off.
Sweet.
For the most
Okay.
part, so we'll be able to make that happen. That or like a little day trip over to La Berge, gamble a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down to do that, dude.
Dude, Blackjack destroyed me. I knew like I made most of my money back just like riding streaks on roulette and some other stuff.
Oh my,
which is like,
dude.
which not that like not that like everything in there is chance and luck, but like,
Oh yeah, of course.
roulette by far is the most luck. But
Thank you,
but,
dude. I love that's all
but,
I play.
But I love
That's
it.
all
And
I
like you
play.
just kind of ride with the streaks, right? Just
Yeah.
like, dude, I didn't even touch the inside of the table. It's just red, black, or like the thirds because they pay the 2 to 1. And like I was sitting there, I was like, well, because they're divided into thirds, like the first 12, middle 12, last 12,
Okay.
and they pay you 2 to 1 for each one. So like usually like the odds are like never gonna be in your favor in a casino, right? But
Yeah.
But if you can bet on the first third and the middle third, and you have like just under 66% of the board because like there's a 0 double 0, so you're not at 2/3, but like just under 2/3. And if you hit one of them, you're gonna make your money back. Like, and you have a decent plus sum, and you're gonna have a decent chance of hitting that because you have like the majority. Like that's about as good of odds as you're gonna have anyway.
Dude, yes. Oh
I didn't
my
even like
God.
think about that till the last day because I was like, you win 2 for 1 there, and 2 for 1 there. Your odds are looking pretty good. And but back to the blackjack thing, how I knew that was gonna be bad for me. The first
Oh
first
my
table I sat down at to play a quick hand of blackjack. At least won the first one, but like the first like actual blackjack I got, I was like, oh, finally, because like lost 2 before that. Dealer covered it up with her own blackjack, and I was like, blackjack's gonna be bad to me this week.
Oh my God.
And it stayed that way. Did not go so well for blackjack.
I wouldn't
Luckily,
imagine.
had some roulette streaks. Was able to walk out there with only like $30 down, and that was a win.
Oh yeah, no.
That was a win.
for sure. My God, like I was doing.
So, what was your experience like?
Oh my God. Okay, so like my grandparents. Okay, my grandpa in particular is a huge video poker guy, and he'll be on that thing for hours, just hours on that thing.
Some old people you see just sit on those little video boards, the slots that'll just Like, just there's no outside world. It's just there.
Oh my god! And then there was this they go there so much, and they know certain machines that hit. So we're playing slots. There's this one lady, man. She was playing. She had staggered. There's this
like
big,
next to it?
It's like a big carousel of slot machines. And she was just staggered, just hitting this thing.
Back and forth?
Max. She didn't give a shit. And I was like, man, like, what the heck, man? That's so much money.
That's the life I want to be living right there.
Right? Like,
if I can be doing that, I've done well. If I can be doing that one day, know that I have done well in life.
Right?
I've gotten to that point.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Then I also played a little bit of craps, and that was good, too.
See, I've never played that.
Just a little bit. It's the first time you walk up to it. Because obviously, everyone like rolls dice and whatnot. But like first time you walk up to the table, it's just like, whoa. You just like need like a time or two watching to like kind of soak it all in and just see what's like happening. And then you see it and you get it. And it's just like, this is kind of cool. Because it's just everything's happening so quickly and just got to be keeping up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't pass.
Oh, my God.
Throw it down on the don't pass.
Don't pass.
Don't pass.
Okay.
Don't pass line.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, I would like to play it, but as soon as okay, so like I was doing slots. I like won some.
What are you doing sitting on the slots?
You
won some on the slots?
Well, I won a little bit, but then I started going way down, and I was like, okay, I need to like make this fun. So my mom's like, oh, try roulette, and I was like, okay, I'll try roulette. Like I've always seen it, like just willy nilly, and then I started hitting like hard streaks, man. That was amazing. So I made quite a bit of money, and then threw it away because they're like, my mom's like, hey, do you have some money so I can play slots? I'm like,
just get right back to her.
Yeah, and I just gave it right back to her. I was like, okay, whatever. But it was cool.
There's nothing like peeking over. Like you've hit like 2 to 3 in a row. You're kind of peeking over your number, and you just see it hit again. And you're just like inside. You're just like, yes.
It feels so good.
But like I knew blackjack was gonna be bad. I knew roulette was gonna be good. Like the first hand, it's just like a little $15 or $20 roulette table I sat down at. And first one, a few reds of hitting around, I was like, all right, let's stick with it. Because most people want to go against it. You got to stick with it, man. You got to stick with the colors that are hot. But put it on red, and it won. But then she took the 20 I put on red, and she took it away. And I was like, ma'am, like that one. And she's like, oh my God, like I'm so sorry. And like she screwed up.
Yeah.
She's like, you're like 25, right? And she put 25 back instead of my 20. And I was like, yeah, I had 25. Just kind of like sat there. I was like, roulette's gonna be good this week. I like some like pretty distinct signs of what was gonna be good to me and bad to me that week, and that's about how it played out.
Trust your intuition. God, man, yeah, I will always play. Like that's all you'll catch me doing is playing roulette the entire time.
And it's a little bit like it, especially if like I was like, we're not going in there like with thousands of dollars.
Oh hell no.
So it makes your time go like by a little slower. It's just not as quick as like blackjack. You can play 3 hands in a minute and
you lost your house. No.
You're down $100.
Yeah.
Down $150. Yeah. So like definitely slow and steady. Way to go.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, go hit some roulette tables.
Oh please, man. Oh God, I love that stuff.
What's your work schedule like in May?
In May?
Yeah, you've been working too much because I'll have about 2 weeks off before like I'm working SAT camp again. But before that starts, after our semester ends here, I'll have a couple weeks of, I think, nothing.
Okay. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, we'll find time somewhere. It'll probably be on the weekend because I work all week long. But
all right, sounds good.
But I can always try and squeeze
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. Anyway. Okay. So, gambling. Okay. And travel to the Virgin Islands.
Oh, yeah. Back to that. Shoot. How do we even get there? I was just talking about how do we get to even gambling? Oh, 21. Yeah.
Just being 21.
Not but the Virgin Islands. Being 18 to buy some liquor, so I was able to buy some liquor a few years ago. That was great. Even though I came back and like you had to box it up a certain way in the airport.
Oh yeah.
And I like completely forgot about that. Like it was just like sitting in my bag and like just like throwing through the just the little scanners, and they're like, yeah, this can't be in here. And I was like, oh dang it. And they're like, yeah, like an adult needs to handle that. And I bought a few more than my mom thought I had, and she was like taking them out of the bag, and like there were more than she thought, and she was like, Tyler, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing, man.
And happy birthday. It's a gift.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've heard some stories about that. Like,
it's a cool place.
A friend of mine had to she got like a bunch of like, I don't know if they're rare or what, like the liquor that's there. I don't know.
I didn't see anything crazy. There probably was some stuff down there because like you see a bunch of the cruise ships docking in at different areas. Yeah. Like that's just one of the stops, and there's a bunch of nice just areas where all the people that get off their ships go to, and there's just everything that you could wish to find, just jewelry, drinks, clothes, just food, everything. Yeah. And there's definitely some in that area.
Okay.
And you could see all that area, but like the rest of the islands, it was amazing.
Yeah, like
it's a fun trip. You're just so secluded. You're just out there away from everything. Most beautiful beaches you'll see. I have to go up like zip line through some mountains. That was pretty cool. Shit. They scared the shit out of my dad because
what happened?
Like they're the ones that like stop you. Like when you're flying through the air and like they hit your little thing, like the whatever's holding you on to the cable going across, like they send something out that kind of like hits that and it's kind of slows you down, so you come in not near as hot. And they my dad was flying through. He was already kind of freaking out about the whole thing.
Yeah,
he wasn't a fan of it, especially on like. I'll get back to that, but like they were like walking between the different little. There were like maybe 6 or 7 like stations where you'd start to like fly kind of down, and in between some of those like were little sky bridges where like you'd still attach yourself. But, like the bridges were like kind of wobbly, and it was like part of the experience. You're kind of like going across it, and he thought he'd put the fall off every single time. Like he just wasn't having it.
Oh my god!
So it was already in his head.
Yeah. And
then the next one that we get to, he attaches, and he jumps, and he's flying across, and the dude on the other side just messing with him. He acts like he's coming in way too fast. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like he's not going to be able to stop him. And just the look on my dad's face.
Oh, no,
priceless.
No. Oh, damn.
That's mean, zip lining, beaches. Oh, some beautiful golf out there, of course. You know, I'm an avid golfer. But,
yes.
Yeah. Virgin Islands, definitely a place to
damn. See. Wait. So did you actually get to play on the course?
Yeah. We got to go one day.
Oh.
Up and down mountains. Like there were a few holes you teed off from like 100 feet, hundreds of feet up in the air.
Holy crap.
Down into whatever.
That's awesome.
It was like one hole, you're like going up a mountain. It's like, how do I even like get up there? But it was pretty cool. Cool experience.
Dude, that's
plenty to do awesome. On the island. Great food, great drinks, great people. People there are awesome. Cause like half or more of all their business just get stuff from tourists coming in. So they love everyone coming in. It's just a good feel, good atmosphere.
Dang. Man, I gotta travel more.
But say, where have you been?
Oh, I've been
give me a couple places that stand out.
Like I really like Colorado. I understand the hype, why everyone wants to go there, you know, beautiful climate, and then a lot of people just go there because, you know, the weed.
Yeah.
But beautiful I love mountains. Oh my god. Like we were in downtown Denver, and I got to go to a Rockies game. It was so nice.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
But the area up there is just so much different than it is out here.
Oh, it's so different. And like
it's more like nature here. It's just kind of flat.
Mm-hmm.
There's roads. That's it. Like, there's no just hills. There's no mountains. There's no anything. It's just
exactly like we're at sea level.
Not in like nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so pretty. But yeah, been there. That was probably like the highlight of the States. I mean, we went to California. Like I have some family that lives in California. Of course, Cali's cool. Did that whole thing, but I haven't been up north in California or anything. We were like by the beach, like right in LA. So, but out of country, I went to Dubai when I was 16.
Really?
17? Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
Weird.
That's a nice area.
Yeah, I mean,
you saw some money over there.
Yeah, like because we were like we started out in Abu Dhabi, and then it's like a drive to Dubai. But man, it's like a 50-50 world there. You got like the super rich, and then you got the dirt poor.
Nothing in between.
Oh my god,
it's just extremes.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It is very strange, but my dad has some business there, so met up with some people, and then
I say if he ever has any more business there, let me know. Like I'll go over there with you, man. You need some company. Speaking of like out of country trips, and Jacob, who should be here, we talk about going to Italy with him, didn't we?
Oh my! Wow.
Because like I'm not sure how serious that conversation was, but it sounded pretty serious from his end, and I was just kind of maybe taking it as a joke. But like the more we like kept it up, like it sounded serious on his end. So we need to get on him about that and see if that's a for real thing. Because if that could happen next summer, I'll take off whenever.
Wait, this coming?
No, summer? Like the next one.
Oh,
like,
the next
like
one?
after like we graduate or whatever. But like it'd be something you kind of want to know in advance. And like,
Yeah.
he was the one that brought it up. So when we were talking about that, I just going out of country and kind of made me think of that.
Oh my
And
god.
that's
Yeah.
next time we see that man, we need to get on for that.
Heck yeah. Oh my god.
That'd be a heck of a way to go out of the country for the first time.
Yes, for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jacob, please.
If you're watching, Jacob, you know what to do.
Yeah, we need to get on that because that would be absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Still need his physics lecture too.
Oh,
He's withholding from us, man.
I know.
All that stuff he knows.
I'm gonna have.
He's
Well,
a genius. He needs to share.
See, there was a little part of me hoping he didn't come tonight because I wasn't prepared.
But you were actually gonna prepare?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna prepare because
I was just gonna let him like talk to me. I don't know anything, but when we just
at
we were
Dudley's.
Like, yeah, and he just like some of the stuff he brought up there. Like I was just like that was just a snippet, and I was like, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just gonna let him speak, and I'm gonna just kind of absorb what I can. I'm just here to learn.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. That's your field, man.
Yeah,
You're gonna prepare. Good for you. You'll be the middleman between him and me.
Yeah, like I'll just spit out like certain theories or terms that I looked up, and then I'll let him expand because that man is brilliant. He is brilliant, and
he's one of the couple that I'm still close with and good with. Just that I still just stay in touch with from junior high. Yeah, for sure.
One of the few. I mean, there's like I don't know if you remember Randy Lowe.
Of course,
dude. That man, he is. I think he's in the Air Force now.
Yeah, he's in something. Yeah. I say that because like 2-3 months ago, he just added me on Snapchat. I was like, it took me like a few minutes to like remember the name, and I was like, Randy. I was like, what grade? And just I don't even think I've seen him. I don't even think I saw him in high school. But yeah, I don't even think I did. But I just remembered him.
Oh wait, he was in. Yeah, I didn't see him in high school at all. Now I think about it, I saw him after the fact. Because he like hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey, me and Michael Kidd are gonna be balling." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Went over there and
me and Michael have gone back a couple of times in the past few months.
Oh, sweet.
Dude was the nicest kid ever.
Yeah, he
probably still is.
Sweet dude.
Up at Arkansas,
sweet
I think.
Dude. Yeah, Arkansas.
Shoot, I think I told him the same thing about maybe we had a conversation about it, or I don't know, but we were talking one day. And he saw we were doing something back in Katy with basketball. And I told him next time we play, I'd let him know. But I think that was like the last time we were back in Katy then, so it never happened. Yeah. But next time we're all there.
Oh,
we'll try to get everyone
together.
Yeah. Nothing better.
Get Gat on there. Gat came down, was it last semester or was it this semester? I think it was this semester. Yeah. Yeah,
he didn't say anything.
He was here for like 2 hours or something. Okay. Yeah. Like his girlfriend gets her hair done around here, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm in town. Are you home?" I'm like,
"My girlfriend's hair."
Yeah, it's like so random.
I actually asked him if he had Fridays off, just because like that's when we usually go up to the rec, hang out. And I was like, "Hey, Greg's made down a few times in the past couple months, and if you have Fridays off, man, come make it a reunion. Oh my god, it'd be hilarious.
Oh, that'd be amazing, dude. He can ball now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a fucking
the past couple years. It doesn't look like it, but it just happens. It's just weird.
That's the thing.
It's just weird. It's one of the things that you look at, and it's almost like you're getting like, you know how like vertigo, like your sight's not matching like what your ear's telling you. It's like when you're watching Gatlin play basketball, like your vision is like in matching what like you think should be happening.
That's a good way to describe it. I mean, it's mean to say, but whatever.
That's perfect. We tell it to him all the time.
It's true.
Love him. It's just hilarious.
Oh my god. But yeah, he's doing his thing. So
speaking of like our own past and like how we got here, I think you've been in more colleges than both of us combined. Like just kind of how we were back and forth. Like he was.
Oh my god.
Where'd he start?
Where did
he's just started at U of H normally, right?
He started at Sam Houston.
Oh, he did start at Sam.
And then he went to HBU.
Yeah.
And then he was about to go to Tech.
He got admitted there.
Yeah.
And then didn't go to Tech, and then he just went to U of H. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he at U of H?
Yeah, it was at U of H.
Okay.
No.
There were like two more others that were like possibilities that I remember, but like that was speaking of getting around your own way. Yeah. The man's had it too.
Oh my god. Yeah, he was like. Just a long road to U of H.
Yeah,
which was like what he was supposed to.
Yeah, like with his brother playing there and just all the H-Town takeover. surprised like it just won like right off the bat.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like it's like I had like baseball, at least it kind of kept me from it, or like maybe rethink it. You had basketball and some other stuff. It just made you kind of like rethink what you wanted to do. But like Gallon just went to Sam.
Yeah.
Just like see H-Town take over. I'm gonna go hit up Sam Houston.
Like so random. Were you ever involved with the church at all?
So I grew up Lutheran, and both parents are religious. Mom, not that my dad isn't, but my mom is just a lot more than my dad. And went to, I don't even know the name of it, just for like the first like 10 years I was alive. We went to a church closer to downtown, Houston. What was the name of it? That was a pretty big church. But then just past, it feels like only a couple of years, but it's like 10 years almost now. Starting in like 6th grade, just at Memorial Lutheran in downtown Katy. So I went through like confirmation there in junior high, and just stayed going through that all through high school, and just still Lutheran today. And what about yourself?
I'm just dabbling, man.
I say just not as much, right?
Yeah,
I've
open
talked
mind.
some with Greg and some with you about that, and more power to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been if anything, I kind of like it this way because I'm starting to figure out and see different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I'm closer more to my dad on. It's not that I'm not religious. I'm very much religious and believe in quite a few things about it all. But just more of along the lines of how you are. Just whatever makes you kind of a better person. Whatever makes you more productive and the way you go about things. Like whatever gets that done for you, like do that. Like rather you be filled with a lot more positivity and stuff like that than just trying to bring stuff down, bring people down for what they think. Just be more focused on what you're doing, what you think, and if however that's going to better yourself and better those around you, do that.
Exactly.
Like that's my take on the whole thing. Like believe what you want to believe for the most part. Like I'm not gonna turn anyone down, but like just make sure it's doing you good, doing those around you good, and we're good. Like that's my take on it.
And
if you can have like just honest discussions about everything, and you can talk through things without getting offended. And well, you'll get offended at probably some stuff that'll happen, but like if you can just keep a cool head and just have like logical discussions and talk through everything, like. That's what you need to do. That's where growth and all that stuff comes from. Those areas, right?
Oh man, beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Thank you.
My God, I mean, a lot of it is.
So tell me about this dabbling.
Oh, this dabbling. I mean, it's been quite the trek.
Before you're dabbling. Now, were you ever involved? Either side of the family, any of it?
Really didn't count. I mean, a lot of my family is Catholic.
Okay.
And I went to St. Mary's, like private school for a year, and that was like preschool, which I really just don't think it counts at all.
Just because you don't really remember too much of it.
Like exactly, but it was a thing, and my mom like sort of tried with my older sister, but she was like wreaking havoc, and she was like, okay, she doesn't need to be hanging out with those people, and it was just some church kids were a little crazy, but. You know, my sister's whatever. Anyway, but not very involved when I was young, like at all. Like I went to a few churches just with my friends, just because they were involved, and then after that, I just kind of kept an open mind until one of my courses I took here really.
Okay, what was it?
It was just I think it was just American literature at some certain point, and what they talked about and what they always referenced to was a lot of scripture, and I just felt really ignorant because he would ask questions like, oh, so what is this referencing, and then someone would just shout out like Psalms this and that, John this and that.
Someone that's just been involved with it a lot more.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, maybe I should, I mean it's deep embedded into like what we have, like what America is, and like
that is true.
Like what of not only like the Bible, but a lot of what do you call them? Theologians, writers, authors, way back when.
It's like philosophers.
Yeah, they wrote about and talked about a lot of scripture into becoming America when America was laying its groundwork, and I just kind of wanted to be more informed, so I was like, you know what, let's start looking at
about to ask you kind of do some looking into it on your own.
Yeah,
just to kind of see, was that because of the class?
Yeah, so it just kind of inspired me because not only did it talk about like Christianity, it talked about like Islamic principles, and
so you got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just more than one.
Yeah, I mean,
it
was dominated with Christianity, so I kind of told Gatlin a little bit about this, but I was going to end with Christianity, and I kind of I want to start here soon. The Quran. That's what I want to.
Okay.
That's like my next project. But I've been dabbling a little bit in Buddhism, and not to scare you off, but I looked into.
I couldn't care less. Because I know who you are and I know what you're about. And that's what I was just saying. I like it.
Yeah. So like, I dabbled in that and like Satanism, and like that gave me nightmares for about 2 weeks straight. And I stopped that immediately.
That's almost probably like good to get a little taste of that, just to appreciate the other side of it even more.
Yeah,
like, once you see that, it's like, whoa, we got to get over here, man.
Yeah, like.
Tell me, do you remember anything about that? Like, I'm interested about some Satanism.
No, like.
Don't you be worried about anything?
No,
you had nightmares. What was this about?
It was just one, I would read it in the evening, which never helped, but
go to bed at night just thinking like.
A lot of it just didn't. I feel like didn't apply to me because I felt it wasn't necessary. A lot of it was physical offerings where you like hurt yourself,
self-harm,
like like lashings and cleansings, and like that's how you would cleanse, like I guess self-harm, and then certain principles and practices in like the actual the one that I bought had certain depictions, and like they're all pretty fucking intense,
pretty graphic,
you know, and just kind of reading it, I will say like a lot of it is. How much time did you
spend into that? Just like looking over that stuff. Satanism.
I gave it about like 2.5 weeks because like it was like fucking with me. I was like I feel like I was like the fact that I was reading Satanism I think was like getting to me. I was like, okay, I know this isn't normal. And so I just stopped because I just kept having nightmares. Not even like scary nightmares, just like shit happening.
Just kind of almost like anxiety and some nervousness. Just just kind of over what you're reading, just being really uncomfortable. And
like I could take a Buddhist book or like the Quran or a Bible outside of my apartment, but not that. Like, I feel very anxious if someone like saw me.
Right, like what if someone walked in, you're sitting there reading that? And you're just like, a man's now.
Dude, I promise. Like,
just trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, so I want to build this well-roundedness because I feel very ignorant, not only in literature, just as a person. So I'd like to get a good perspective on everything.
Yeah, no, I hope to do a little bit of that more the next year or two as well. Because I haven't gone to church as much as I like to. Like the last a year or two, and hopefully I can get back into doing a little more of that.
Yeah, so before, like during high school and all that, did you always go like every Sunday or? Like?
Pretty much. There'd be a few Saturday nights where I'd like wake up after a game and I wouldn't even wake up because I'd just be asleep. And my mom, as sweet as she was, she's like peek in my room and I'd just be passed out and she'd let me sleep. Bless her. But for the most part, for the most part.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, a really cool thing that I've just kind of dropped off, but last semester I started it, and then I hit it pretty hard. Was like Bible study, just learning about, and like a real Bible study, not just like a social deal. Yeah, like what's that? Not that called?
Anything's wrong with that, but like
no, yeah. But like I really wanted to like get in depth and like hear about different depictions and interpretations. So because I don't know, like it makes a lot of sense to me. Like because it's been deep rooted and embedded in our history for so long. Like I feel like it'd be a shame not to know
had like conversations. I feel like Gatlin would be the perfect person to have some of those conversations with.
Yeah. Like for a long time, him and I went back and forth about just like my core beliefs in general. Because he's been trying to like convert me forever, but I kind of told him about like this quest that I'm on, and he was like, "Yeah, man, cool. Tell me what you find." So but yeah,
Tell me what you find.
Yeah, man, of course.
I'll be interested to hear a little more about these other ones. Not Satanism. Hopefully, you never look at that. Satanism.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, I don't know if you remember. Did you go burn that book when you were done with it? If you still have it, I will help you burn that thing.
I think.
Let's go burn that thing.
I didn't burn it. I think it's sitting.
It's not here, is it?
No, it's not here. I think it's in my garage or something. Because I did not want it like in my house. I was like, okay, I'll just leave it.
Didn't want anyone to see it. Just being.
No, that's a good idea.
You.
I think I might go burn it.
Hey, wait for me. I'll come with you.
Yeah, it was.
Get rid of that and into your new part of your quest that you go.
Yes, and like, and one of the most annoying parts was that I had to like, not translate a lot of it, but I had to be guided like the entire time because like the language is so weird.
It's not clear at all.
Yeah, and just I didn't get a lot of it. Like, you know, in the Bible, there's quite a bit of stuff that it's hard to interpret.
It's rich, it's dense.
Yeah, and I felt like that was super dense, and I was just like, okay. And then once I like figured it out, I was like, oh shit. But some of it in principle wasn't bad. A lot of it was just more. My depiction was that it was very selfish. You know, it's like you have this certain type of power and this certain type of
this being Satanism.
Yeah, you behold this certain type of power and you must act upon it. And I don't know, like I'm like butchering the hell out of it, but a lot of it, that the whole overall experience, I thought it was very selfish. So yeah, that's but that was 2 weeks of reading and I could not get through it.
If I never hear about Satanism again, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. That's you know, but yeah. It's cool. Cool stuff. I feel like it's cool to be well-rounded because, you know, I've been reading the Bible a little bit and then just like seeing the differences of the first and the Old and New Testament.
Definitely much different.
Mm-hmm. The Almighty and then the loving, you know.
For sure.
So
and it's because as much as I am a Christian, it's just it's weird to relate some of those just old stories and old values to today. There's some things that are pretty clear cut in how they translate, and I think that's where just a lot of the discussion, a lot of the arguments, and who believes what, and there's just so many different sects and divisions of Christianity and all these other religions. Because just every single story, idea, value along the line can be interpreted 1,000 different ways. That's why there's just so many different divisions and why there's so much talk and divisiveness over it all. But that's what makes it is what it is. Like, we wouldn't be us if we didn't all think differently, have different opinions on these ideas, and if we can talk about them, we'll get somewhere, right?
Right. Yeah, it's perfect, man. Perfect. So what has like been the biggest thing, like stepping away from the religious stuff, but like what has been like what's been like a big transition in your life? What has been like a real time where you were either confused and you got over it, or you're still trying to figure it out?
I mean, I feel like most people, it's like when they get into college and maybe there's some time there. Mine was honestly senior in high school, just like right when I just kind of found out I was hurt. Like, for those next couple months, that was probably like a slight depression in there, because you're just sitting there like,
of course,
I can't do anything. Like, what I've done, because just, high school's not like that hard. So like, that was just that there wasn't any like motivation to do good in that. Like, you're accepted at your college by then. Like, the stuff that you've done the past 10, 12 years is just kind of done like that. And like I said, like, it didn't really end the right way.
That's what it felt, right?
It literally ended with a doctor walking into the office, and I was just kind of sitting there waiting on it. He's like, yeah, like there's a tear. If you want to play again, you probably need surgery. And it's like, him saying that to me just kind of like cut everything short. So like, just hearing that, like, and the next day I walked in like coach's office and like telling him, man, like, I was just kind of talking, and all of a sudden, like, I saw like their faces, and I was like, I about started to like tear up. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it kind of is like it's over. So like, those next couple months, man, that was rough. Because that was before I decided to at least like give it a try at TLU, but that was definitely the was like the highs of just the past couple months going so well with baseball the year before, football, everything. Visiting Georgetown, doing all that stuff, getting ready for just like the final semester. Like, this is about to be great. Like, we're about to graduate, everything's gonna be awesome. And then you find that out, and it's just, like I said, it's doesn't end the way you want it. And so the next couple of months were just pretty low. Just like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just kind of cut everything that I wanted to do and just threw it out the window. Like, yeah, that's going to be on hold at least for a while if you still want to do that.
Yeah.
And so that was like a month or two. Like, I did not have a clue what I wanted to do. Because like I told you, like I had PT, I had a few other things in mind, but that was just kind of, well, I'm probably going to go do this anyway, like with sports. And so like found out sports when it happened. It's just, what? Like,
how long did your physical therapy or like process take?
I had the surgery in the summer, like right after graduation. Like like Project Grad was like a Sunday or Monday night, maybe. I forget when it was. And like that next Friday was the surgery. So I graduate. Yeah, celebrate a couple days under the knife. Wake up, just kind of fully immobilize the arm. Those might be the worst 10 days of my life.
Just couldn't do shit.
Couldn't do anything. Yeah, I'm used to just doing whatever, going out and just moving around, being active somehow.
Yeah.
And I just had to sit there and like on my hydros, just sitting there and just kind of looking up at my ceiling, like, well, this is cool. Another 10 days like this, just not moving.
Oh my god.
That was rough.
Yeah, I been there.
But it was cool, and that's what picked up the whole PT thing. Just when I got to at least like putting my little robo arm on, getting where I could go into physical therapy, and that just seeing like the progress, and that made it 10 times better, and I was able to kind of get out of that, and everything was going to be good. But even then, it's like I didn't really know if that was still what I wanted to do, and so that was just like I said, like 2015, man, weird year, a lot of uncertainty. I had no idea what was going to happen.
Same, man, that was a tough year.
Yeah, it definitely, like after that, like I got to blend in the spring, like so come back from winter break freshman year, and I lived with Trevor McKinney for a semester, because obviously like, I didn't think I was going to transfer after a semester, so I kind of needed a place to stay, and it worked out. Just kind of like split his room. There's a room about this size. There's like a little like almost cutout in the wall that like the ceiling came down like right here, and there's like a futon in the corner. Threw my mattress, like there's a big enough closet and space and all that, and threw my mattress cover on top of the little futon sitting in the corner. That little cave was my home for 6 months, and it was great.
Oh my god!
Get my transfer stuff done at Blinn, and just getting to there, I was like, all right, I kind of have my path now. Like it's kind of set. Like I told you, one of the reasons I liked PT, obviously behind, other than the injuries, like the anatomy of it all, and like that process. There's structure to it. Like this is gonna be wrong, or like there's these things are gonna be wrong. Like you fix it. It's in this order, and just being at Blinn, being there for that semester, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to school here, get my transfer stuff, I'm gonna transfer here, I'm gonna do all this, I'll start knocking this stuff out for school later on. And it's just like there was that structure, and so I was on that path, and that just kind of got all rolling. So got to 2016, much better.
Good to hear, man.
Tell me a little bit about your path also, not to like be the host here or anything.
No, man.
But like
of course.
I was so pumped when I heard that you were coming to A&M at the start of fall of this past fall in 2017. Yeah. And I just didn't really like expect it, because I expected U of H and all that, and I knew you love all the communication stuff with media, and remember with me and Pranav, and you made that little project video last semester. Yeah. Greatest thing ever. I should be an actor, but that's besides the point. But how'd you end up, like what made you choose A&M?
So
when you were narrowing that stuff down.
So my ex, I was
you followed someone here?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like heavily influenced by her and her family, and I mean when if
you're on good terms with them, I'll call them good people, because they
want you
to come here.
Yeah.
Okay, then they're good people.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Glad you're here. I was gonna take that back if y'all aren't on good terms. So tell them they're awful.
Like,
but
her and I.
All right.
Yeah, her and her. I know me and her parents are on good terms. Her and I, it's a different story. But I mean, they kind of showed me the ropes for the most part, and then I came here a few times to come see her while she was already going here, and it was kind of just a build up to finally getting here. As soon as I got here, that shit died. So
like as soon as you got here.
almost immediately, pretty much immediately. But you know what? Like I'm like thankful because
it's kind of made you branch out a little bit.
Yeah,
just take advantage of like the good people that this kind of school has to offer.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is.
Hey, how close are you to Mike over there? Because I've been sitting this distance the whole time. And I just want to make sure it's gonna pick me up because if this video gets posted and like you can't hear me.
Oh no, man.
Okay, I'm good right here.
Yeah.
All right, I was just noticing that. Sorry, continue.
No, of course.
It fizzled out immediately. That sucks.
Yeah. So that was like the main. That was pretty much it. I mean, it was the cardinal sin, but at the same time, I mean, I gotta thank her because it's reunited me with quite a few people, and it's introduced me to some of the best people that I know.
Damn, what's her name? I'll thank her too. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this man back to me. Yes. I appreciate it. With all my heart.
But that was pretty much it. And then I looked into their communications program and solid. There's a lot of ESPN, like especially in like what I'm trying to do. Like
what is that specifically again?
Telecommunications. Okay. So it's more of the media side and quantitative skills. So like it's more of the computer stuff rather than journalism.
Being in the background, like not the background, but like the behind the scenes production and like that kind of work. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's why I enjoy this so much, huh? Just all the editing and the whole process that goes in. I got to see when me and you did that little deal. Just the snippets of you kind of putting it all together and do that. Yeah. That I can see how that just gets addicting. And
oh my god,
that thing was hilarious to put together and just have the snippets and now everything just like the final product. Once we like watched it through after we did the couple hours you spent on it, it was just like, man, like that was cool.
Yeah, like we shot it and it took way longer than it should have, but
you were just having fun with it.
Yeah. But, you come in here and you cut it up for about an hour or so, however much you want to put into it. I mean, it is addictive, man. And this just kind of keeps me on top of it. So.
I know. I was about to, because what was your first one, like Christos or something? Because I saw you post it on Instagram the first time. I was like, I'm almost surprised he hadn't started something like that yet. Just being so into media and that you are.
Well, thanks, man.
I'm glad it's going well. Got to be a part of it.
Yeah, man, of course.
Last time you were doing something media related, I think you were announcing that Powder Puff football game. And you made a comment about my headphones I was wearing. I was coaching the sideline, and I didn't take too fondly.
Yeah, no, oh my, that was hilarious.
Pissed me off. I turned around and looked at her like...
I forgot who told me to say that.
Someone told you to say that?
Yeah, hey, heck yes. I wonder who...
Ragging on me down there, trying to coach my team up. I wonder who... Had those old-ass computer headphones.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. The Explorers, or it's like Explorer 78 or something.
Even though you were ragging on me, I knew from then on. Anything you did in media, you do it well.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So I was say the work you do now, it's not really related to any of that. It's just kind of.
Oh no, I'm still. I'll still get the media company that I used to work for, Texan Live.
Okay, Texan.
I still do stuff for them.
Okay, what do you still do with them? Because I didn't know if you still did anything with that on top of the stuff you go do Tuesday and Thursday downtown.
Yeah. So, that's like my regular job, and then Texan Live, either if they're in town or if I have a weekend free, they're like, hey, can you help us out? I'm like, of course. So I'll either like
stand in reserve.
Yeah, exactly.
Texan Live reserve.
Yeah, and like my parents are like, they're slowly pulling you back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'll like run camera for them or do the production or hopefully one of these days I'll call a game again because I did a lot of calling for them, like play-by-play and color. So, but I still do it.
I'm still pissed you didn't get that gig.
Oh my god! Well, it kind of saved.
You made it down to the very. You made it like you got at least to a certain point, right?
Oh yeah. They narrowed it down to 9 people. Yeah,
it was outstanding. Like,
thank you.
I don't know how they saw that and was like, how is this not our guy?
Yeah, exactly. See, but
besides the point, like,
it made me so mad.
Bro, I think I was more mad. Like, I promise you, I was more mad when you told us it didn't happen.
Yeah,
like it made me legitimately angry.
Oh yeah. Oh. No, yeah,
that's fighting for you out there.
Thank you.
My heart and soul.
A lot of people were.
Right?
I was very thankful for everyone that was supporting me with that.
That was awesome.
Because I just choked. I just choked really hard. I got way too nervous, but it worked out. because I got to do a lot of other
Choked.
stuff.
Oh, there was like
the interview part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like we were like running through it, and I just like got nervous and was like focusing on the lines. When in theory, I should have just focused on what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was too worried about getting the lines right. And
not just the whole show of it all.
Yeah, and like that's what they were looking for.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I choked, but.
Shit, I was about to say something else too.
What's up?
Yes, I'm gonna keep talking. It'll come back to me. I'll just...
So like the media stuff, yeah, and then I mean, yeah, that's it for the most part. A lot of it's just saving up, investing in certain things.
I was about to say, that's what my thing was. Like, at least you're getting paid. You're working, because like when I go do my like just volunteering, shadowing stuff, I can't get anything. But I actually take that back. Next fall, I might be able to shadow a little bit. The place I'm shadowing at right now, Coach Joseph's brother is the head PT guy there. I had no idea it was him for like the first month I was there. And then Garrett Doran is going there for rehab, like on his shoulder stuff, and he like sent me a text one day like, Coach Joseph's brother works here, and I didn't think it was him. I just thought he was joking, but I immediately knew the guy he was talking about. I was like, oh, dude, that is funny. Like, that guy sounds just like him, and like I can see what you mean. And like that's pretty funny. And he's like, no, it's his actual brother. And I was like, oh my god, like that makes sense. And so I was able to go talk to him, and it was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, like, usually, I hear that voice, and it was yelling at me. It sounded a little meaner, and he got a kick out of that. But no idea it was his older brother, and pointed at it.
Oh, it's his older brother.
Yeah, so like, so that's like a connection. So like, I might get to like get a little tech job or something there, like next fall if my schedule works out. But
dude,
so hopefully make a little money, because just standing around not getting paid, man. I'm ready for Sat Camp. Got to make some money yelling at some little kids again.
Heck yeah, man!
It's a good time.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
Just having a good relationship. Yeah, with mainly Coach Rip. You know him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just being good with all the coaches there.
Cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I haven't had any the last two sessions, like the junior high and like the leftovers. It's hilarious, man. Like, I can just kind of yell at them. Like, I'm cool with a lot of them, but I can be kind of mean sometimes. I think the best part about the whole, like, the pay is pretty good. It's long hours, but it's only Monday through Thursday, so you get like a couple of weekend off. But best part about the entire job, if I just see a kid walking, dude, I just tell him to run around the pole. Just tell him to go.
I know.
Can't be walking in my field. And the looks
awesome.
You start getting, I just kind of look at him and smile like, I've been through this too. I know how you feel.
Oh my god, that's awesome. So like, yeah, because that's what, 6 weeks?
Yeah. So like, it's a good little gig.
Heck yeah, man.
It's up there.
Yeah. Because
for hourly pay, it's solid.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Oh wait, so would you do, how many sessions would you
do? All 4 of them. So it's
the whole day.
Yeah, it's full day.
Oh man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you get like it's up there in pay. Like, it's $100+ a day. Like, just for like being out there. Like,
solid.
The hourly, you get it pretty. You get well taken care of. So
hell yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, because I remember you had my brother at one point.
Oh yeah, Anthony. Yes, he was in not the freshman. Was he in the varsity one? He was in the varsity, right?
Yeah, he was in the.
Yeah, because I had like the backup line group one day, and I saw Ackerman, and I was like, I told him one day, I was like, hey, tell your brother. I said, we're playing basketball this Friday. He's like,
yeah.
Like, yes, coach. That was the best part. This is like the third year I do it this upcoming summer, but like hearing coach and sir and all, like the first couple of times you do it, and it's like you don't even respond to it at first because it just doesn't feel like it's that, and then you just start kind of getting used to it, and you're just like, every time I hear it, I'm just like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
That's me.
And at the same time, it's like, wow, we're not getting any younger.
I know, it's weird just seeing, because this would be like the first year groups, like I had at least like a class or two that was still around when I was in high school. Now it'll be the seniors that are like incoming seniors this next summer. We're like in 8th grade when we were seniors, so like I won't really know any of them, and it'll be weird. Like, man, I'm old.
Yeah,
I'm old.
Yeah, because like when I go and pick him up, like I'm starting to see like 1 or 2 people that I know, and the rest I'm like, y'all are so young.
That
hell.
That is weird every time being back in K, just seeing like we're at that age where just like anything can happen to like anyone, and you're just not really shocked. Like, people get married, people get pregnant, some people can be banking already, some people are doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Decent amount of people are in school, and it's just like there's no telling to what
it is weird,
someone that we know or like went to school with could be up to.
Yeah.
I still like, I see it's not that much different going back to the school because I see the coaches enough, and like my sister's still there. So like I'll go to some of her games, and I'll still be like around it enough to where I haven't been away from it that much. So it's not that much different going back to it. Like even though like the coaches kind of turn over, but the main guys are still there. Coach Rip, man, he keeps telling me that I'm gonna come coach with him. Like he just
really
like I keep telling. He's like, hey, how's school going? Like how are you doing? And just everything you need to be doing to go to PT school, do all that deal. And I give him the spiel, just catch him up on how everything's doing. And he's like, all right, cool. Here's what you got to do to be coaching with me. Like I'm just like, no, like I'm just working SAT camp to make some money, and I'm gonna go make some more money doing PT. But that's funny.
Oh wow,
That's a cool little gig.
Yeah, no, dude, I love Coach Rip. Oh my god,
They're good people. They're funny.
Yeah,
Haven't had any parents yell at me yet though.
Good for you.
Who was it? Couple coaches at Fisher. You remember Fisher? You might know Patty, the one that was my brother's age, but one of his older brothers works there, and him dude, nothing makes me smile more than seeing him yell at the kids. And I think he might have had like a parent too, like complain one time, and it's awesome. Dude, when parents complain, it's the greatest thing ever.
It's just like whatever, man.
Like it's like you just tell your kid tell your kid to be a little tougher. That's all.
Yeah, this ain't.
This
is football.
It's great. No, it's not. It's just like, Coach, I can't feel my legs. Just no, stand up. Sit there for a sec. You'll be all right. Get some water.
I can't feel my legs. That's funny.
Good stuff. I enjoy it. It's a fun time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. That's awesome. Man, I feel like because some of the coaches, I have no idea who they are now.
Oh yeah, even I go back and like there's turnover every year. But like there's still like there's still a few of the main guys are still there, but there's quite a few that I go in there and like they don't even know who I am. I don't even know who they are because just they weren't there a year or two ago.
Yeah, and like Joseph, he's done after this year, isn't he?
No idea.
Who knows?
I thought it was gonna be done after my brother's year. He's still there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he's still there. He's still enjoying it. I don't know what he would do. Like I know he obviously spent a lot of time with his family and stuff, but I feel like he'd be bored if he ever didn't do it.
Right? Yeah.
His mind is just like so wired to do everything for that.
Right.
It's crazy.
And plus he's the athletic coordinator for the whole school, so it's like I can't see him doing anything else without like getting that itch. But I don't know. But yeah, like I remember I went back some like I always had something with Longacre, and then he's at
Peyto.
Peyto, that's how you say it.
I forgot we have 8 schools in our dang district.
Oh gosh.
Every time I meet someone up here, it's like ask them. It's just normal for us and like us in the Cypher area, like have all those schools, and then you tell someone where you're from. And first off, like some people, a decent amount of people at least know where Katy is, but sometimes you gotta leave with Houston. Then you go into Katy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Katy." Like, what school? And you're like, Katy. And they're like, No, like what school? Because there's just so many schools in there. Like you're many. It's like no, just Katy.
Like, oh yeah, you're football. It's like, yeah, it's football.
Like I'm a person too.
I swear, I promise. Okay, so like another thing, what is something that you really hold dear to your heart? Like something that maybe it was accomplishment or someone that really has influenced you throughout your life.
Probably a couple for sure. Okay. So like the first one, definitely my mom. Parents in general, but mom has made sure that like I've always had everything that I've ever needed.
Yeah. And
probably the most unselfish person like I'll ever know.
Yeah.
And it's just like I could go on and on and on, but like that's just the premise right there. Like just the most unselfish person that I'll ever know, could ever meet. And I've been taken care of so well, just raised the right way. And number one right there. Number two, probably I don't get to see him as much, but the pastor at Memorial Lutheran in downtown Katy, John, his son was actually a senior at Katy when we were freshmen. You remember he played basketball, Davis. You remember that name?
John Davis?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that man.
Yeah. His dad's the pastor at the church, and he was just an awesome guy. And he did like the end of like the last year of the confirmation there in 8th grade, and just going through our whole process with him and getting to know him a little bit better. And I get to see him every now and then when I'm back in town and get to go to church with my family. And he's just a really, really good guy, and he's also an Aggie, so forgive him for that. But he's just a really great guy, and just those two right there probably contributed most to just me being who I am and just how I go about things, how I think through things. And I was raised just so parents and him right there, probably the most influential people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So just parents, and then outside of family, that guy just
Gotcha.
did me right.
Yeah, what is
Taking care
I mean,
of
if you don't mind me asking, of course, like what has been like something that like what is one moment that you will always remember that like your parents did for you?
Let's see. So I feel like there's quite a few of those as well.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I think just when we were talking about, I think there's some earlier, but those memories aren't as clear. But we were just talking about college for the first time. Maybe it was definitely earlier than like junior year of high school, obviously, because like I was going to go to college. But talking about just how we make it happen, just like the payments and everything, and just knowing that like I was confident. Like I was in high school, like, yeah, I'll pay you back. I'm gonna make all my money. I'm gonna do all that stuff, and that's not gonna be a problem. But then just seeing how they take care of me every month, and knowing that like there's never gonna be a problem with like tuition payment and rent payment, and just seeing like what they provided for me. Yeah, it's not like I wouldn't call it even a one-time thing. It's just kind of going back to call my mom like the most unselfish person. It's just that constant like you're gonna be taken care of, and I'm gonna do whatever I can for you deal. And so I don't even call it a one-time thing. It's just always there.
Yeah. And
can't thank her, can't love her enough.
Yeah, man.
It's good stuff.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can definitely say the same thing about my mom. But
that's what moms are for, right?
Dude,
moms are
real.
The best, aren't they?
Yeah. And like I can already tell right now, I've known your mom for a long time, and like just the sweetest human being, man.
That's her.
And she was very like even to like random students, you know. Like she's always had good interactions, and then when she came into like KTTV and like gave us our like whole spiel, I was always grateful for that, because she came into KTTV one time and like gave us this whole thing about like what we were doing,
mm-hmm.
and she really appreciated it. And just like she was I think she was actually the first teacher, like staff, to like walk into our little office and like give us props for it. So from like then on out, I was like, this vlog's awesome.
All the vlogs treating you right. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let that fool you though. She can be mean. She can get pretty angry. She can get intense.
Oh, I'm sure. Have to, you know. I mean, there's a reason why you are the man you are today. I'm sure a little bit was crafted with those moments.
Some of that, no, like some of the funniest things, obviously, like that's what's crazy, because you just like you get in arguments like with your parents, and it just happens. It's nothing like ever crazy, but like I don't even think past 7th or 8th grade. That's what was weird. Just I don't even remember being in a fight or an argument with my parents over like anything. It was weird. Like you just like it happens, but I don't even remember like being like a major disagreement like ever past like 6th or 7th grade. It was just kind of like smooth. So I don't remember much of like. Obviously, she'd get angry at stuff we did when we were kids, and she'd be mad at us, and that's just being people, parents being people. But the one thing that anger and intensity comes out, because she's like probably that's where I get all my competitiveness from. It doesn't come from my dad, like
because of her mom.
My mom doesn't like to lose or just like.
Yeah. She played softball here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's in the Hall of Fame here, and she did all that, and. She did pretty well. She did pretty well, and pretty humble about it too. So that's what's cool. Exactly. Like,
never get.
So it's cool like seeing those reactions, like when you tell people that, because they wouldn't even know it, because it's not how she is. But that anger and competitiveness comes out just when she watches us do stuff, and I think that's the funniest thing. I got like a few clips, like video, and just her like reacting like in one of my sister's basketball game one time. And just her yelling at the ref and then yelling at Tori, and it's just like it was gold. That's like, awesome. That's where that fire comes from. My dad is pretty intense too, but like I think I get it more from my mom.
Gotcha.
She don't want to lose.
Now, do you think you're gonna be the same way when, do you plan on having kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a couple. I feel like 2 is the magic number.
2.
Two.
Okay.
I feel like 2. Just if like someone asked me, like first answer is 2. That could change, but right now, 2's the plan. What's your number? Right now, just go.
2.
There you go.
2
But
solid.
back to what you're asking, like if I'm gonna be the same way, just in regard to
like competitiveness, like they're out there on
I'll
the field
encourage them
court.
to do everything that they want to do. Probably push them to do very little. And I think that's where another like I was taking care of so well. I was encouraged to do everything. I wasn't pushed to do anything, and I almost think that like I was like I wasn't pushed. Not that I wasn't pushed enough, but like they were just almost so like carefree. Like part of that was probably them just like believing like he's gonna do it. He knows what to do. He knows like to make the right choices. But they didn't really push me to do that much. Just kind of what do you want? You do it, make it happen, that kind of thing. But I don't be near as when I was like a kid a couple years ago, like in like maybe like junior year of high school. My dad had some like AFib, like some heart issues, and
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not that like it's a good thing, but like it forced him to calm down a little bit at like sporting event. But like before that, seeing how he was at some of that stuff, and I will never be that parent in the stands like going crazy over it. I'll always be involved and supportive, but I'll never be that out there person because I've seen so much of that. And even like just seeing it, just playing up sports, growing up playing sports, used to it happen so much. So I'll be super supportive. I'll be encouraging. I'll be there. I'll be not out there, not going crazy. Like
See,
that.
good for you. Good for you.
There's no way I could be like that. I've seen too much of that.
Right? Oh,
I ain't gonna be on Friday night tykes.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That couldn't be me.
Yeah, like just and especially, and I don't know if it was just Katie, but nah, it's just how the world is. Like watching kids, that's when it's the hardest. When it's like 7, 8, like if it's 7 through like 12, man, those parents, man,
And
lose their mind.
I hope it doesn't change because, like, I know, like, once you have your kid, like, you're gonna love that kid more than anything in the world. You're gonna want the best for him, and it'll probably be tougher. Like, obviously, I can say it right now, like, I'm just gonna be laid back and everything. Like, you'll want to be more into it, but it's tough because you're more nervous when you're not doing it. Like, when you're not the one involved, you're 1,000 times more nervous.
Right.
Like, just anything, like, and that's why I can tell people, like, when you've played in front of thousands and thousands of people, like, and you're just kind of used to it, like, at that point, and it's not a big deal. But like when I'm watching my sibling or I'm watching someone else do something, like, and you're not involved, like when you don't have that control, that's when you get more nervous. Like, that's gonna creep in. I know when I have my kids, and that'll be there. But hopefully I can keep it calm, because anytime I think of like it's going crazy, I'll just kind of close my eyes and picture a parent or my dad going absolutely berserk on a sideline and be like, it's not gonna be me, not gonna be me, not gonna be me. Dial it back, step off the ledge, you're good.
Dude, good for you. Yeah, like my dad was never like at the game doing that, and when I'd get home, he would tear into me.
Oh, that's the worst.
Horrible, man. Like, especially if I knew I had a bad game, that was the worst. Because like there was plenty of games where like I scored so many points, come home, I screwed up on something, like, and he let me know. But many a time when I had a bad game, I'm like, I do not want to go home.
There's like, as much as I can say I won't get like intense like during it, like that could happen, but that's one thing I know for sure, because I'll never be the person to like get on someone after like a bad game, because they know, and you know, and that's where I was good there on parents. Like if something ever happened, like if we lost or if just something didn't go right, like I just sit there in silence. They wouldn't say a word to me unless I said anything. It'd be strictly them responding. Like, they wouldn't like initiate any kind of conversation about that at all. And,
oh my god!
Because they would know.
You're
and
so
like,
lucky.
I know. Oh, I know. Because I could just sit there, and if they even like started to look, I just kind of look over at them and he'd be like, okay, and just be like, thank you. I'm gonna sit here.
No,
but
no. That's the best
definitely the way to go about that. Like,
oh no,
they're gonna hear it. They're gonna think about it themselves. They'll have plenty of other sources of negativity. Don't need that.
No,
if you ever need some positivity, you just let me know. Next Friday, if you have a bad game, you just look at me. That's what you were telling me to smile.
Hell
that one
yeah,
time.
man. Like
it worked.
And like when we were
that was so funny.
We were sitting down.
Y'all smiling for like a good 2-3 minutes, I think.
Yes.
I looked over and y'all were just like, I was like,
oh, okay, all right. And like, especially when that one guy, I think at that specific time, like some guy was like getting rough with you, and you're like, I don't know what this problem is.
Oh yeah.
But, it was the one that looked like he was off of King of the Hill, and like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I just laugh because do you know, like, when Trevor and some of them called me Bobby? Do you even remember that?
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, like the King of the Hill deal. Luckily, we moved on from that. But anytime I hear that, that's just the first thing I think of. Walking in, like, the locker room, and there was, like, that framed picture of, I think the guy's name was Bobby. And I was just, like, looking up at it. I was like, because I was, like, a sophomore at that time. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, man, that's when you had the super short hair.
Buzz cut.
Damn.
I told Jacob it was gonna be. I trimmed it a few weeks ago, but it definitely made it longer than Jacob's because Jacob's was cut. So I was like, I told him it was gonna happen,
still
and it did.
Cut. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Even beginning of spring break, I went home to watch my sister play, and I was standing I saw Coach Joseph for the first time. I was talking about how I just saw his brother and everything. My dad just walked right by me, and didn't even I hadn't seen him since so it was like spring break. I hadn't seen him since I came up for the semester. And he just walked right by me. He didn't even say a word because he just didn't recognize me. Because it had grown a little bit, and Coach just kind of walked over to him. I'm like, Mr. Willock, you're like, your son's right.
Oh, that's like, hilarious.
And I just like, oh, hey. Didn't even know it was me.
That's hilarious.
Didn't know it was you. Damn. So, it's probably linked. I didn't want it to curl.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
I did not want it to curl. Like, get here and, like, curl out. Yeah, it was perfect where it was.
Yeah.
Like, the length, like, a week or two before I cut it. That's perfect length. If I could just stop it there,
perfect.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I need to get my cut immediately.
Take the hat off for us. Let me see.
Like,
beautiful. That
it's
hat
just
is
long,
awesome.
bro.
What about this? So last time I saw you had a little stubble going, and it looked like you were about to grow something out.
Oh no, yeah, no, I grew it out for a good bit.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I know. It was like getting to where you're at. And then I was just like, I need to cut this thing. And I kept the stash. So it was like super
long.
That's a mistake. And I was like, this is nasty.
That's like the first thing that goes every time. Like that won't go past like a week or so.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't think it looks good at all.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who does think it looks good. And if they think it looks good, they're probably lying. Maybe like 1% of people can actually like look decent with a mustache.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I don't think I'm that. I don't think I'm in that 1% either.
You see? Like,
I'm not even gonna chance it.
Dude, like, and then I
go where I'm at.
Like, what I did was that I took off the beard first, and then I just left the stash in the soul patch. Dude, I look like a straight up 70s porn star. It looked horrible.
Hey, the shoes you're wearing are probably the perfect ones. The ones I call your bowling shoes that I love. Dude, I can already see it. Oh, man. I bet that looked good.
It was bad.
Okay, I actually might want you to do that again.
My mom said I look gay. She's like, shave that shit off. But,
what else?
What has been your... I mean, we talked about it a little bit at one point. Your music interest. Like, no, it wasn't House. It was like...
House is a show.
No, like house music.
Okay, I'm about to say like...
House is a show.
I love House. I was like, what? Okay, House music. Thank you.
No,
I was thinking of Dr. House, man. Dude's amazing.
No, not house music. It was like some sort of electronic... I don't know. What would you call it?
Say the EDM stuff?
EDM. Oh my God.
I've been seeing a little more of that lately. Jake. I see Jake Griffin a bunch still. Me and him still pretty good friends. And I don't listen to that much, but he sent me like a little playlist he made for it because he was always listening to it. I was like, hey,
gotcha.
Hook me up with it. Because outside of probably just like heavy metal, like I don't want to be that person. Like I listen to everything, but like. I just like every weeks I listen to straight just rap and hip hop. The weeks I listen to straight just normal rock, like just early 2000s stuff like that, like Creed and like those guys. There'll be weeks I just go straight classic rock, and you just go Metallica, you go Boston, you go Foreigner, you go that, and there'll be weeks of I'll mix in days of country, just because not that I don't hate it, I don't love it, but there's a bunch of songs I like and just. It's all my family listens to on road trips, and like last summer, like past couple of summers, we've been at Gulf Shores, and when you sat there like the porch, like on the beach house, playing cornhole late at night, and there'll be a speaker sitting there, probably go through every country song in existence at least 2 or 3 times on the trip. So there's got to be a couple that I like, and so some of them stick.
Yeah.
But like those are probably the hip hop and rap, classic rock, and rock probably the top 3. Country's fighting its way up to 4. EDM might surpass it soon. All that stuff. We'll see.
Nah, man. Beautiful. Friggin' Boston Foreigner.
I wish I could play something though, because I know you're a drummer over there.
Oh yeah, man.
You need to play for me. Do you have anything up here?
Not yet. See, I was trying to figure something out, but I mean, I'm going to be moving into a different apartment here in a few months. So
where are you going?
Going to Tradition.
Told me it's closer. Tradition. Oh, right behind Northgate?
Yeah. Like
those rooms are depressing. Did you like it in there?
I mean, it's all right.
But
I wanted to be a little bit more minimalist because
yeah,
I won't be paying as near as much as I'm paying here.
Oh really?
So,
it'll be cheaper there?
Oh yeah.
Oh dang! I feel like right at Northgate it'd be more expensive.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of stuff
too.
over there, like the place Pranav and Jacob were saying freshman year, like the stack.
Yeah, that shit.
Like when they were telling
expensive.
me, when they were telling me the price of the 2 of them, I was kind of like looked at them like, no, that wouldn't be me. Like,
y'all are crazy.
I'm going to drive my 10 minutes to campus.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that's not that bad. But who's it like? Alejandro, and I guess like he'd be the one from like the group of people I'm about to list, and a few other people that lived in that area just when I came up to see Pranav and some of the other people, and we're back there, and I was sitting in the room, and I just felt like it was depressing in there. I don't know, maybe it was just the no windows like throughout the whole apartment, and like the little living room.
They didn't have any windows?
They're probably in the bedroom.
Oh,
but like
okay.
the living room's kind of like just I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it just
it's like
seemed,
in there.
Just kind of seemed dim and kind of like foggy, muggy, man. I wasn't liking it, man. I could live in there.
Yeah.
But glad you found a good place.
Oh yeah.
And I'll have a place to crash after we
hell yeah.
go to Northgate in the fall. Perfect.
Oh dude, beautiful.
And I've been there for like a week, so I just all our highways are like back in Katy like 70 and stuff like that. So I'm just coming over the curve, coming down, and going like 71 because it's like speed limit's probably like maybe 65 or something. Get gunned, and he pulled me over, and I'm on like I thought I'm going like 6 over. He's like, you know how fast you're going? I was like, yeah, 71, 72. Like speed limit was for like 65 because obviously if you pulled me over, it wasn't 70. He's like, no, it was 55, and in like a couple feet it was dropping to 50. I was like, I immediately tried to play off like the I'm new here thing, and I thought it was gonna work out for me because he's like, all right, just need your address and all that stuff, yada yada. Got him the license, and I'd been at Trevor's place for a week, and it was like some townhome thing. So I was like, officer, can I like look up where I live? Like,
yeah.
I'm new here. And he's like, yeah, sure. No reaction. I'm like, all right, that's a ticket. Yeah, that sucks.
Wait, was it a state trooper or a sheriff?
Just a College Station PD.
Oh.
I was like, I'm new here. I don't know the rev, but I don't even know where I live. Just let me make it home. Nah, here's a ticket. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, I got a ticket like a month ago. I got screwed. State trooper gunned me down. It's bullshit.
Where were you at?
I knew better. I fucking knew better, but I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal. But so when you're going on Texas 6 and you're like, I don't know if you go 290.
Yeah.
So like there's one little section where you go from 75 to 65.
Oh yeah.
And homeboy was just sitting at the bottom of that hill right when it turns 65, and I'm cruising at 80 because it's 75.
Dude, as much as I've ever thought about that, I don't think I've ever seen a cop out there on that road. Like, it's always either like on the way to Navasota, like in between that stretch, or down Grand Parkway. I don't think I've ever seen one in between Navasota and Grand Parkway.
Bullshit, dude. He gunned me down. He's like, do you know how fast you're going? I was like, no, I thought I was going with traffic. He's like, okay, well, you're going 15 over. He's like, where are you headed to? Because I was headed to work. I was like, well, I'm headed to work. He's like, oh, where do you work? I was like, oh, near the Galleria. He's like, all right, well, I'll get you a citation and get you out of here. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Like, it sounded like he was about to easy on you. He's like, I'll make this quick. Here's your ticket.
Yeah, and like the way he said, I was just like,
almost like a smart ass type of deal.
Yeah, kind of like.
That's
right. He's like, oh, all right, well, I'll get you a citation and get you out of here. I'm like, all right, fucking
It's like,
asshole.
do I say thank you? Oh,
yeah, it's like, all right. Yeah, all right, fuck. So, oh my God, that reminds me. I need to get on that. Anyway.
Have you done your defensive driving?
No, yeah, I need to apply for it. So,
there's a bunch of awkward situations, like when you say thank you to stuff. Like every time, because like obviously not gonna tell you thank you. Like I'll get you out of here. Thanks, like you wouldn't say that. Yeah. Every time I get like these teachers are coming out like putting in passwords for like these quizzes taking lab. Like I just always said thank you, and one week I was like thanks. I was like I guess, and she looked at me. She's like, I was wondering when you were gonna stop like thanking me for that. Like you shouldn't be thanking me. This is awful. You're right. Like I'm just gonna give you a bad look every time you come open this quiz for me. Like, I'm gonna stop telling you thank you.
No, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I say the same thing. I turn in my test. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, no.
This girl at the like working at the rec, like giving out towels the other day. She got me. So like usually they're just like, oh, have a good day. So I'm like, thanks you too. She's like, have a good work. And I was like, thanks you too. And she's like throwing me a towel. And I was like, nope, I'm just not gonna turn around. I'm just gonna go without my towel. I'm like, oh, I ruined it. Bad.
We're gonna go through this trek in life. We're talking about 2 kids, talking about PT in the next few years. Do you plan on working in Texas, staying in Texas, or do you want to branch out later on in life?
That's a good question. So, like a guy I shadowed with this summer in the Katy area, he used to work at the lab area. Like the big workout place.
Yeah.
PT in there.
The athletic lab.
The lab had some issues and they shut down, and he's just on his own.
Oh,
now.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some bad stuff happened, but he's good. He's working on his own now, and I got the shadow for him a little bit. Just kind of when I'm back in town, I go over there with him, and he was talking to me about it because he went to. I told you I might have plotted that St. Augustine that's in Austin. Mm-hmm. He went to their original branch out in Florida.
Oh.
And so he did that, and he got to work a little bit outside of Texas for a little bit, and I didn't even know that because like in PT school, obviously you're trying to like read X-rays, you're trying to diagnose people and medicines and whatnot for everything. And outside of Texas is one of the few states. You said there were like 3 or 4 of them, maybe a few more. But in a lot of other states, you don't have to see a doctor or physician before you can go to PT. In Texas, with you are required to see like a physician or something, and they have to sign off on you going to PT. So it's a lot more like politics, like playing up to the surgeons and the physicians, trying to get on their good side so that they can send you patients rather than just treating patients off the street and kind of making it good that way. Like you have to be on their good side as well. And so, and then even a few other places that are like, you can prescribe medication, you can order MRIs, order X-rays, do all that stuff. Can't do any of that here. But obviously he's working here just because the economy's so well and he makes more here. But he talked about it being definitely good to think about working elsewhere just to get that practice, get that experience of doing everything. Because if you're not always in Texas, you practice it and you train for it in school. But if you just stay working in Texas, you're never going to use any of that in life because you can't order MRIs here on your own. You can't prescribe medicine. You can't.
Damn, okay.
Can't see patients off the street. Like they got to do all this other stuff, then come to you. Like he could just set up shop in just a gym, like a Gold's Gym. He could, if they were cool with it, he could just sit in there literally with a little booth, like, hey, if you get hurt, you know any people that are hurt, come see me. I'm here. Could not do that here. Like you got to go see the doctor. They got to send you to the therapist. So kind of lean into what you asked, that whole spiel. It definitely would be a good experience to go elsewhere. And if an opportunity came up, definitely probably wouldn't be against it. And it'd be a good experience to get into that and just kind of see another part of the States. So I'd be open to anything like that.
Heck yeah, man.
It would definitely be new and definitely be eye-opening and all that.
Heck yeah.
It'd be fun. But so you don't really care where your media stuff takes you, huh?
Oh, not at all.
Because you probably get to go quite a few places if you get into any of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably part of the job, just travel, moving around.
Exactly. So, I mean, take it as that's why I've taken this whole thing as an opportunity, because it's like, okay, now I got my head right, my head straight. Clear a little bit of headspace for me, take a little weight off my shoulders, and now I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get out there, ready to get some experience. Because, I mean, you can go to school all you want, but, I mean, you need that experience. Mm-hmm. And,
will you have anything, because you'll get your degree here, and you'll be good to go, and basically what you want to do, right?
Yep.
Will you have anything lined up? You think about anything that you want to get into right after you get out of here?
So, I mean, I've thought about working for a network, like a local one, but if I'm going to work for a local one, I want to do it now and until I finish school.
Okay.
And then I'd like to work for a bigger network as soon as I'm out of school.
Okay.
But
that's the plan.
That's going to like that's gonna take some serious work, and it's gonna be a lot of.
Sure, you're doing quite a bit.
Yeah, and so like, I hope just politics stay out of it, but there's a few avenues that I can take. We'll just see which one is. A lot of it's just timing, so we'll see.
Hey, make it big. That way I can just use you for some free advertising, all right?
Gotcha.
Sound good?
Gotcha. I mean, this is basically free advertising right here.
And you'll ever get hurt in the future, give me 5 more years. Come see me. There you go.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Sounds good, man.
Be a specialist. Well, all right, man. I appreciate the time.
No, it's been
this
a pleasure.
Has been
long overdue.
Yes.
Talked about for months.
I know.
Literally months.
Yes.
I can't. I think I lost track of the text, back and forth when it's this Friday, this weekend, and just for whatever reason, wasn't able to work. And
freaking.
Finally. Almost didn't happen this weekend again. More stuff coming up.
And
we were like, hey, man, tonight we'll work. And I was like, after 5:30, man. I'm free. Perfect.
Got you. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Love you, bro.
No, genuine conversation, man. Can't get enough of it.
Of course. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So, shit, man. Be seeing you on the court.
Absolutely. It's been an honor.
From Terry's. My flow is ultra dynamic, it's never static. Attractive rapping actor, I don't fuck with the dramatics. I'm above all of your static, like I'm the addict. One day more radio played and